Welcome back, guys, to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Today we're talking about another lovely film, and that film is I Saw the TV Glow. I Saw the TV Glow is directed by Jane Schoenbrun, and it stars Justice Smith and Brigette Lundy-Paine. This film is about a boy and a girl who develop an unlikely friendship through a scary kids show, which seemingly pays tribute to the likes of Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps. And this show is called The Pink Opaque. First and foremost, if you go to this film expecting a straightforward horror flick, that is not what this is. It is very much so a film that seems to be dealing thematically with fandom, societal conformity, and what it means to pursue something that is outside of the norm, which could be your identity, your sexuality, a show you like, or pursuing a dream that is a non-capitalistic dream. The film truly lends itself to be interpreted by the audience. I don't necessarily think there's any one correct way to understand it. And I think audience members from the different perspectives and backgrounds will all kind of interpret it differently. So one thing that is true here is that it is not the most straightforward movie. And if you don't go with an open mind, it might not be a fun time. This film does an amazing job creating this odd, nostalgic, anxiety-ridden atmosphere. It screams suburban angst. From the setting to some of the driving themes like conforming to societal expectations and becoming what is considered a productive member of society. For me, also, you can feel some of that anxiety through the music as well as the sound design. The atmosphere of the film was really well achieved. You never really fully grasp where the film is going, and it's actually quite a wonderful feeling not really knowing where it's all going to end up. Yet at the same time, it is incredibly unsettling in the context of the story. They really hit the bullseye with the show, The Pink Opaque. It was amazingly done and really hits you square in the jaw if you yourself were a fan of one of those kids' horror shows when you were young and then grew up to be a fan of the genre. They really capture and then exaggerate the vibe that one might get as a kid watching the Goosebumps show. The feeling that something is terrifying or unsettling. But yet if you revisit it as an adult, you end up finding the material comical or absurd, and it's hard to believe that you ever found it scary in the first place. Speaking of scares, is this film scary? It's not like, say, Hereditary or The Conjuring or The Shining or anything really like that, but it is uncomfortable. There is one sequence in particular that is really quite scary. The Pink Opaque has an ongoing antagonist called Mr. Melancholy, who is this evil, paranormal, ethereal moon character. We see one episode in particular through the mind's eye of one of the characters, as they recall it as a memory, which is apparently the season finale before the show was ultimately canceled. That sequence is horror. It's scary and unsettling, and we feel the repercussions of this on the protagonist played by Justice Smith. Speaking of the actors, the film is wonderfully acted and beautifully shot, which really adds to this bizarre atmosphere that is being constructed. The film is a warning to the viewer as to how we can be lost in the distractions of society and end up following conventional wisdom regardless of what we actually feel inside. Before you know it, your life has passed you by and you're merely a spectator in the TV show of your life. At the end of the day, this was not the most fun that I had at the cinema this year, but the discussion that I had afterward about what the film was trying to say was amazing. I think this is one of the most unique pieces of cinema that I've seen in quite a while, and is at least an unsettling time at the cinema for horror fans. Even though straight scares are definitely not exactly what it's going for. I highly recommend going and seeing I Saw the TV Glow. If you're interested or curious at all, do go see it at the cinema. It's worth your time. But be sure to keep an open mind, because hey, that will always help. Thank you guys so much for watching this video as well as any of the other videos on my channel. Once again, let me know in the comments below, what did you think of I Saw the TV Glow? And if you are enjoying what you see here and elsewhere on my channel, go ahead, like, subscribe, and share it with your people. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.